Welcome back. I'm your host Zil, and this is Supersonic rocket ship, where we have a fairly sizable issue here. We don't have any power in the base. I thought we had a little bit more coal, and we don't. And our natural gas all the way down here is still about 10 cycles away, which will probably mean it'll kick on at the end of this episode. So it's not fantastic. I'll just oh, that is too much to clean still. I was going to clean that up a bit, and that's not going to happen. But yeah, there's still a ton of stuff left to do. So, have we got power? Where does that power come from? Has someone found coal? There we go, no power. Right, so actually, that's a good thing. Let's find some coal for this bad boy. So gas? No, we don't want gas. We want consumable ore. We're looking for pink. We're looking for this good stuff here. So problem is we have, there's quite a lot of coal through here. But, unfortunately, I know how to get that. So we are going to go straight up through here. That's how we're going to do this. That's the iron ore, and that's the coal. And yes, this is what we're going to do. Grab all this. We're going to get sort of a mixing here. No, that's fine. That is fine. So let's do this. Two there. There. We'll draw a straight ladder line all the way through here. Let's bump the priority of this up, shall we? Actually, let's do 8. Because it is fairly urgent that we get all this. So here we've got pure hydrogen and pure chlorine. Also with some hydrogen. And right. Go back there. So what we're going to do, this chlorine will eventually come down here. We do need to fix this up so that we're going to pump out the not chlorine. That's fine. We've got time. The only problem is they're going to have to hold their breath. It's just not a huge problem. It's just that we don't have any power at the moment to power the airlocks or anything like that, or the suits. Pinch of peppers. Why are you idle? What do you have nothing on your list? Seriously, Turner? What can Turner actually do? Priorities. Turner has no priorities. Let's make farming or make building and digging also priorities. So you guys have jobs. And now you're saying that you don't have work, you can't actually do that? Which is fine, you should be able to be defaulting to the other stuff. Let's do some... Sorry. Hey, did we get coal? We did get coal. Alright. Few things up and running again. One thing I am concerned about though is that ever-rising natural gas layer here. So, looking at that, we need to... yuck, yeah, that is looking pretty horrendous right there. What on earth was I thinking there? Let's just put one here. Oh, hook it into the main jazz. There we go. Right, we'll get that going. That'll eventually push all the bad stuff down. We should have a fair amount of algae. We've got 9.5 tons, so we are good. Let's just jump in here and have a look at... we could do Weir's warts. So that, although... No, I need diggers. No. Let's do that. We'll get that seed. Get that good seed. One thing I did want to check. Power. Petroleum generator. We do have petroleum generator. Which brings me to this. So these guys are going to be doing... Oh, that is... overheating. Why is that overheating? What is the... It's only 80 degrees down here. Why is that... Interesting. I built this out of iron expecting it to last. 78 degrees. Interesting. Anyway, we'll cross that particular bridge when we get to it. But insulated tile. We need to build a chimney type device for this bad boy. I think let's do that to there. Maybe we go in. No, that's too much. Too much. Go back. Oh, yeah, no, I don't want to get too close to that. The last thing I need is to flood the entire base again. Get rid of that. And let's go out more here. Yeah. So there. That should go up into here. We are going to need to clean all this out. Because what we'll do is we'll put ventilation in. So we'll have a gas pump. And we'll have a filter. And yep. But then we'll also put some automation in here. Now, I don't want it running all the time. So let's do... We'll do an atmos sensor. Oh, I've got some lead. I've picked up some lead somehow. Alright. So we're doing it gold. That's just going to go in there. And we just want this thing running when it gets above a certain level of atmosphere. And because it's all closed off, it should pump everything out and then stop. But again, it's the whole requiring an ongoing power supply, which is going to cause some grief. Now, we'll do that. Good grief, where is this going? Is that... Oh, that was me trying to pump up the chlorine. Of course. What I do in fact want to do is get more natural gas into here. So how do we do that? So I could just drop a little something in here. And run it past here. So let's go gas vent, gas pipe. Want that. And let's do that. To there. Ooh. Now this is where it gets tricky. So with the natural gas, do we want to feed it directly into here? Or do we want to put it here and have that stuff activate? And it's kind of I've kind of answered my question already. Wait a bit higher. There we go. So just going to feed it straight in. Ooh, I've clipped that. Oh no. If I can get you guys to do that urgently. And also that's buried, so you need to fix that. All that sand, all that. Oh, that's cool. Man, that's... Please build this. You've built pipe. I need you to build that. There we go. There we go. And then that's this huge pile of all sorts of crud. Right. But here, 160 kilos of petroleum. And none there, which is fine. We do need to look at petrogen though. So I was thinking we put this bad boy here. I have a feeling it's going to run a fair bit of heat. So if we wrap it up, put a sort of mechanized airlock in it for now. Just have a feeling we might need some automation there. Man, that is still running. That's going to cause so much grief. Now, how are we actually going for oxygen? We've got a bit of oxygen. We managed to burn out all that little bit of coal we found over here. There's still a bit in there. Let's grab that algae while we're at it too. Always good to have algae. Oh, wow, there's tons in there too. Okay, that's cool. Can you mop that too, please? So we've got a lot of water here. This bottle emptier.
Charging battery. Mic off.
Okay.
Charge complete.
Put that there. Oof. There's not much water there, but there's 1,000 kilos there. I do want to finish this off, but I'm kind of worried. I'm actually surprised that that sand hasn't moved. Alright. So that's going down there. This is a fair bit in it. Another manual airlock. Man, this... I need to fix that. That's... We will repair that at some point. And figure out what we're going to do with what sort of material we'll rebuild the liquid pump in. But for now, I think I'll jump ahead. I'll let them build all this good oil refinery out and this petrol generator. I do need to figure out what we need for the petrol gen. Okay, it produces carbon dioxide and polluted water, so we'll figure out ways of dumping that stuff somewhere. Well, it just happens to have a polluted water reservoir to work with that. So yeah, we'll be right back with everything built. Okay, so it's taken a little while, but we're getting there. Look, I've got our oil refinery working, and it's not as automated as it should be, but that's fine. We've got a fair bit of water around that I need to deal with, but we've got our petroleum generator here. Now, this bad boy puts out 2,000 watts, which is pretty fantastic. So I've got him running up into a smart battery now, and I'm just to get a bit of power into the base, I've put a power transformer there. I think sort of in between episodes, or maybe in the next episode, I'll clean this up and I'll run the smart battery properly with 2 power transformers. And yeah, so it's all these guys need to do is build that power transformer, and I hope they do it soon. Because we are experiencing a fair bit of flooding. You see, we're copping a fair bit down here. But yeah, we're also not pumping up all this polluted water into the right location. We'll leave this little water feature here for now. I don't know where all this water has come from, so that's... I might need to go back and... have to go back and sort of have a look at what's going on there. But we've got water here. We've got not a lot of coal left. Well, it's 4 tons. It's not terrible. I think once we get this power transformer done, we should be golden, and I'll need to run, I think, multiple circuits once this is all set up. Oh boy, that is actually looking pretty terrible. Because the other problem as well is this liquid pump is still breaking. I need to figure out why. I'm not exactly sure why that's constantly breaking. Like it's only 78 degrees in there. I thought that I had a feeling that iron would be able to handle it. What's that, 75? So it's... maybe I can cool it down a little bit and make it work okay. Invalid building on... oh, I see. Let's do that. Build that, please. Then... right, so this is... wow, this immediately went red. So we do need to do a few different circuits, but hey, we should have power back on. Why is that smart battery not pumping? The smart battery's not holding any charge. That's strange. I need to figure out what's going on here. And this, of course, is all sort of on the inside of the natural gas generator circuit, which isn't really a true circuit. So I might have to do some maths in here and work out maybe this should actually be its own sort of beast. Maybe we're not actually providing enough to get outside. But look, you can see it's going red. It's not happy. Everything's sort of over and above where it should be. But hey, we've got this working. Now, I just want to double check to see. Okay, so we've got petrol's going in. So the guys are getting down there. The guys are running the beast. It's going straight in and straight in. So that's kind of cool. So there we do have some good stuff happening there. And it's also really terrible in there. Polluted oxygen, chlorine. So I might need to look at pumping all that out, at least getting it out of there. But I think that is a problem for next time. Now, natural gas generator is actually going to come back online, so it's perfect timing. So I might just let this run out for a half cycle, and once this kicks back in, we'll just check that we've got all our power. And this is, it's not too bad, but it does need to be completely rewired. But while they're doing that, I'm just going to jump in here. Now, you could be pretty good for us, Abe. But I think we need someone who's got a little bit more sort of general skills. So we'll hold off on that for now. We'll get some fertilizer. We can always... actually, so we'll get some ice. But if I get ice, it will melt. This is interesting. So at 24. Where can we put the ice so it doesn't cause too much grief? Don't really have a place. I could put it in there and it would chill everything down. Put it that's going there. It's no longer off-gassing, which is great. Alright, we'll go here. You know what? I'm gonna get the fertilizer. Fertilizer it is. Groovy. So, back on deck here. Almost there. Almost. You can see it's kind of a bit of a shambles at the moment. So I think this thing's now redlining. But yeah, this is great. The only problem with this is that it requires a dupe to go down there and crank the handle a little bit. And they are... Yeah, so they're not enjoying it too much. Pretty hot in there and full of chlorine. So I think I might need to build some sort of... like an airlock or something like that in there, just so they're not suffering the entire time they're down here. Because we've got oxygen coming all the way down here now, which is great. Here we go. Have you kicked back on again? It's starting to wake up. No? Has it? Well, hold off on that. It is going to kick back on. This is probably too high priority. That's the other issue. We'll bump that down to 5. Oh, hello. There's a whole bunch of stuff happening here, but... So, broken dupe checkpoint, it's a broken battery, and there's a neural vacillator. All underneath all this crude oil. And more crude oil. And there's, of course, our oil reservoirs. So, we could potentially just dig down here and have a look down here. We are going to need to pump all this oil out. Which means I need to figure out what we need to use to build the liquid pumps so that they don't overheat. Because currently the temperature of these ones is even worse. It's 92 degrees. 93. Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. You're still... Are you... Oh, there we go. It's up. It is back and working. We just don't quite have the go that we require. I am a bit worried about this having no power, so we might need to maybe we can separate these out into a manual generator or something like that, just to something to get it going. But I think I'll leave that to next episode. So thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy this this episode. It was a little bit of a shambles, but we've got fossil fuels now, and we should be good for a little while. And I think we can certainly we've got a lot. We can certainly get a lot better than where we are right now, and I'm looking forward to that. So thanks, and I'll see you in the next episode. See you then.